What's up guys, Eric here from Techisode TV, and today we're going to be asking the Google Home Max and the Apple HomePod 30 questions. And these questions are really going to stretch these devices to see how many different types of things they can handle. It's not just going to be 20 fact-checking questions or something like that, because that's just dumb. These are going to be 30 questions that are relatively unique to each other to give you kind of the full picture of what each of these devices is capable of. I do want to touch really quickly on the sound quality. Now, the Apple HomePod does sound a little bit better than the Google Home Max. It definitely sounds a bit more full. However, the Home Max does get a lot louder, and both of them at max volume don't distort the sound at all. There's no like weird clipping sounds or anything like that. Everything just sounds great through the entire volume range. So both speakers are really excellent as speakers. It's just that the HomePod is just a little bit better than the Google Home Max. Now, I don't really have the microphones required to really show you guys the difference between these two speakers. You probably really wouldn't be able to tell in this video. So if you do want to hear the difference, I know there's a bunch of other people on YouTube who do have really good audio recording equipment, and they've done some comparisons. So just do a Google search for that or YouTube search for that. And if that's what you're looking for, you can find it there. So now that that's out of the way, let's get to the questions. Here's the first one. This is a question that I actually asked Google when I was driving because there was a school bus there, and I needed to know if I actually needed to stop for the school bus because it was kind of a weird place where the school bus was. So here's the question I asked. I'm going to start with Siri. Do you have to stop for a school bus on the other side of a median?
This is about you, not me.
Okay. Let me just ask it one more time. Do you have to stop for a school bus on the other side of a median?
I don't have an answer for that.
Do you have to stop for a school bus on the other side of a median?
On the website schooltrainingsolutions.com, they say, you are not required to stop for a school bus with red lights flashing when the stopped school bus is traveling in the opposite direction and the roadway has 3 or more marked traffic lanes, is separated by a median, or is separated by a physical barrier.
Okay, so the answer to my question was no, and Google was able to get it, and Siri just didn't even really try to get an answer for that one. Okay, so this next one isn't a question, it's just kind of a request, something that you can do with the smart speakers. I'm going to try it with the Apple HomePod first, then we'll go with Google Home. Call my wife.
I can't help you make calls on HomePod. Sorry about that.
Okay, and just to be clear, this is my iPhone 10, and this is the phone that has my SIM card in it, which is obviously connected to my HomePod. So it's just the HomePod can't do it. It's not that my SIM card's not in here. It is in here. It's just the HomePod can't do it. Now, I don't have a SIM card in my Note 8, which is what I use to set up my Google Home Max, but let's see if I can do it on that one anyway. Call my wife.
Calling wife, mobile.
Okay, cool. So that's ringing. Hey Google, hang up. Alright, so apparently you don't even need to have the SIM card installed in an Android device for that to work. Alright, now let's try sending a text. Text my wife.
Sorry, I can't send texts yet.
Text my wife.
What do you want to say?
I love you, smiley face.
Your message to wife says, I love you, smiley. Ready to send it?
Yes.
Done.
Cool. So you can make calls with Google Home, but you can send texts with the Apple HomePod. Interesting that neither of them has both feature, but hopefully both of them do get full support for both of those features in the future. What's on my calendar for today?
Today, there's only one thing on your calendar. It starts at 3 p.m., and the title is, Film the Google Home versus HomePod video.
What's on my calendar today?
I can't access your calendar here. Sorry about that.
Remember that I put my keys in my jacket pocket.
Okay, I'll remember that you said, I put my keys in my jacket pocket.
Where did I put my keys?
Here's what you told me. First, I put my keys in my jacket pocket. Second, I put my keys in the closet. Third, I put my keys in the drawer.
Cool, so it actually keeps track of different places that I put my keys. Not bad. Remember that I put my keys in my jacket pocket.
Okay, I added I put my keys in my jacket pocket to the reminders.
Where are my keys? Where are my keys? I don't know if you guys can see the top of this, but it's lighting up to listen and then doesn't respond. Actually, let me just tilt it here. Hey Siri, where are my keys? Hey Siri, Do you know where my keys are?
I don't have an answer for that.
Well, at least we got a response, so that's a start. Remind me to take the trash out in 30 seconds.
Okay, I added take the trash out to the reminders. It's due in 30 seconds.
Remind me to take the trash out in 30 seconds.
Okay, I'll remind you at 12:04 p.m.
Okay, so I just got a reminder on my iPhone to take the trash out.
I have a reminder for Eric.
And the Google Home tells me that I have a reminder, and it puts a little light here, and that light's going to stay there until I act on the reminder. So if I act on it on my phone, then this light will turn off, or if I interact with my Google Home, then this will turn off as well. On the HomePod, even though I got the reminder on my phone, nothing shows up on the HomePod. There's no light on top, there's no anything like that. But let's just ask them what the reminders are. What's my reminder?
I found 15 reminders.
Wow.
3 overdue and 12 unscheduled. On November 27th, 2017 at 10 a.m.
Hey Siri.
Shrink tube for...
Stop. Okay, so apparently that's just going to rattle through all of my reminders that I have in there, starting from, I guess, the oldest to the newest. Let's see what happens when I ask the Google Home. Now, obviously, I've done this before, so I just want to demonstrate something really quick. If it doesn't recognize your voice, it won't give you the reminders. So let's just try to distort my voice somehow and see if I can make it think I'm somebody else. Okay, Google. What are my reminders?
Actually, I need permission before I can answer personal questions about you. To change your settings, just open the Google Home app on your phone. Once that's done, ask me again.
Cool, so basically what that would do is if I did that, if I set that up, that means anyone could hear what my reminders are. Now I'm going to ask with my normal voice. Hey Google, what are my reminders?
You have one reminder today. Take the trash out for February 10th, 2018 at 12:04 p.m.
Cool. And you can see that once I've asked that, that light turns off since I don't have any more reminders. Start a timer for 12 minutes.
12 minutes and counting.
Stop the timer.
I stopped the timer.
Start a timer for 12 minutes.
Okay, 12 minutes, and that's starting now.
Stop the timer.
Alright, consider it cancelled.
Wake me up in 5 seconds.
The alarm set for 12:08 p.m.
Hey Siri, can I have 5 more minutes?
Okay, I set an alarm for 5 p.m.
What? What? That's 5 hours from now. Okay, let's try that again. Hey Siri, can I have 7 more minutes?
I've set an alarm for 7 p.m.
What? That's not even close. Okay, maybe snooze would work. Let's try that. Hey Siri, snooze?
Snoozing.
Hey, I don't know how long that's going to snooze for, but we got it. Wake me up in 10 seconds.
Done.
Hey Google, can I have 5 more minutes?
Sure, be back in 5 minutes.
Not bad. Let's cook chicken cordon bleu.
I don't know where you are.
What? Hey Siri, let's cook chicken cordon bleu.
I don't know where you are.
I don't even... What? Let's try a different meal. Hey Siri, can you help me cook hamburgers?
I don't seem to be able to get your current location.
I don't even know what's going on with this right now. Okay, let's cook chicken cordon bleu.
Okay, I've got a recipe called Easy Chicken Cordon Bleu from Healthy Recipes. This recipe serves 4 and takes about 45 minutes to make. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Great, let's get started. Before we start, preheat oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me know when you're done.
I'm done.
Would you like to prepare the ingredients or skip to the instructions?
Skip to the instructions?
There's 11 steps. I'll read them one by one. When you're ready to hear more, you can say, next step. First step, line a baking dish with foil, fit it with a wire rack and spray the rack with oil.
Order the Xbox One X from Target.
Okay, here's something from Target on Google Express. I can get 1 terabyte black Microsoft Xbox One X for $499.99. I'm unable to purchase things that cost more than $100. Should I add that to your cart?
No.
I can also get gray and green Microsoft Bluetooth Xbox controller from Target for $64.99. Should I add that to your cart?
No.
Do you want to hear more results?
No, thank you.
I'm sorry, I couldn't find what you wanted. Do you want me to add Xbox One X to your shopping list?
Sure.
Sure, I've added Xbox One X to your shopping list.
Cool. Order the Xbox One X from Target.
I can't get the answer to that on HomePod.
Buy the Xbox One X.
I can't get the answer to that on HomePod.
Where can I purchase an Xbox One X?
I can't get the answer to that on HomePod.
Okay. All right, let's see if we can find phones now. So here is my Note 8, and here is my iPhone 10. Now, this is the one with the SIM card in it, and this is the one that I have linked to my Google account. I don't know which one it's actually going to call, if it's going to call the one with the phone number or the one linked to the Google account, but let's see what happens. Find my phone.
I found a few phones. The first listed is a Sum N950U. Should I ring it?
Yes.
All right, your phone should be ringing now.
There you go. Note it's ringing. All right, you click a button to stop it. Now, that actually works also if I have this thing on vibrate or silent, that'll work as well. So it'll actually turn everything on and start ringing at max volume. So that's pretty cool. Find my phone.
I wish I could, but I can't locate phones here.
Okay. Play ocean sounds.
Here's what the ocean sounds like.
Play the sound of rain.
Here's the sound of rain.
Oh, I got one. Hey Google, play the sound of a thunderstorm.
Here's what a thunderstorm sounds like.
Oh, they got that little rumble. This is gonna be terrifying if it's like lightning striking right next to you, and like that's what the sound is. That would not be very nice sounds to be hearing. It's probably just gonna be the low rumble in the background. Play lullaby music for 7 minutes.
Okay, playing lullaby on Pandora. Living room speaker will stop playing in 7 minutes.
Cool. Play ocean sounds.
Sure. Here's Ocean Sounds by Nature Sounds.
Play the sound of rain.
Okay. Here's the album Pure Nature, Bubbling Brooks, Oceans, Rain, Rivers, and Waterfalls by Sounds of Nature.
Okay, so I guess there's rain sounds. Sort of. It sounds more like kind of drums, but or rain landing on drums? I'm not sure what that is. Play lullaby music for 7 minutes.
Now playing Lullabies Radio.
Okay, so it looks like it didn't have a timer associated with it. Oh, that's the alarm from before. So apparently snooze is like 10 or 15 minutes. Because that asked it to snooze, that's how long it is. Let's see if I can snooze for a different amount of time. Hey Siri, snooze for 2 minutes. Oh, guess didn't respond, but it stopped, so we'll see what happens in 2 minutes. Tell me a joke.
The past, present, and future walk into a bar. It was tense.
Tell me a joke.
Okay, here you go. What did the tree say to the lumberjack? I'm falling for you.
Oh, goodness. That's fantastic. You guys want one more? I think we should do one more. Hey, Siri. Tell me a joke.
Uh-huh. The past, present, and future
same
walk
joke?
into a bar. It was tense.
Tell me a joke.
This might make you laugh. Did you hear about the frog that was raised by bunnies? All it can say is, rabbit.
Awesome. Play my gaming playlist.
Alright, here's your Google Play Music playlist called Gaming.
Next song. Hey Google, play the last song again. I like this song.
Okay, I noted that you like this.
Add this song to my music.
Okay, I added this to your music.
Add this song to my workout playlist.
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
Stop playing music in 15 minutes.
Living room speaker will stop playing in 15 minutes.
Play this song on repeat.
Alright, this track will keep repeating.
Cool. I didn't actually know that would work. Don't play this song on repeat anymore.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet, but I'm trying to learn.
Stop repeating this song.
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
Alright, so I guess oh wait, how about this? Next song. Ah, okay. Maybe that's how you break out of it. I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this song, though. Skip halfway through this song.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Fast forward. Huh, that works. Rewind. Nice, not bad. Let's see if Siri can do the same. Play my gaming playlist.
Playlist gaming now playing.
Next song. Play the last song again. I like this song.
Okay, got it.
Add this song to my music.
Sorry, I wasn't able to figure out what you were looking for. Perhaps this song is missing some information.
Create a new playlist called Workout Mix and add this song to it.
Sorry, I can't do that.
Add this song to my workout playlist.
I didn't find a playlist with that name.
Okay, well, that does work. You just need to have a playlist set up, and apparently I don't have any playlist set up, so can't do that. You also can't create new playlists. Hey Siri, create a new playlist.
I can't make playlists for you. Sorry about that.
Stop playing music in 15 minutes. Stop playing music in 15 minutes. Oh, okay, apparently you can't do sleep timers. Actually, let me try wording it like that. Set a sleep timer for 10 minutes.
Counting down from 10 minutes.
Oh, that's just a regular timer. Play this song on repeat.
Okay, this song is now on repeat. Now it's going to get stuck in my head.
Stop playing this song on repeat.
Okay, repeating the song.
Don't repeat this song anymore.
Okay, repeating the song.
Okay, well, apparently you can't. Both of them have that problem. Skip halfway through this song. Fast forward. Okay, so fast forward and all that other kind of stuff just takes you back and forth between tracks on the HomePod, but with the Google Home it actually fast forwards partway through the song and then back as well, rewinds it. Sing me happy birthday.
I don't write rhymes. I write checks. Actually, I don't write those either, but I can play you a song. Just ask.
Sing happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to the person whose birthday it is. Happy birthday to you.
Play NF on Pandora.
Alright, check out this NF radio mix on Pandora.
For copyright reasons, I couldn't actually let you guys hear that, but it did start it up on Pandora. Play NF on Pandora.
I can't play from Pandora, but here's some NF from Apple Music.
Okay, so that's how Siri handles it. Obviously, the Google Home supports Spotify, TuneIn Radio, and a whole bunch of other different things. Pandora, obviously, as you just saw. But the HomePod only supports Apple Music, supports nothing else. But if you ask it to play a song on any of your other stations, it's just going to automatically play it on Apple Music, if you have an Apple Music subscription. I do pay for Apple Music. I also pay for Google Music, which is $10 a month. Both are $10 a month. So that's why I'm able to really play anything I want on either of these. But if you did have Spotify and you got a bunch of music on there, you got a bunch of playlists on there, and you want to play playlists, you can't do that with the Apple HomePod, but you can do that with the Google Home Max, or any Google Home product for that matter. What's on the news?
Here's the latest news from NPR. Or if you prefer, say, "Hey Siri, switch to Fox News, switch to CNN, or switch to the Washington Post instead."
What's on the news?
Here's the latest news from NPR Technology at 4:57 p.m. yesterday.
What's on Fox News?
Here's the latest news from Fox News at noon today.
Play WNHI on the radio.
Streaming Air 1 from TuneIn.
Play WNHI on the radio.
Sorry, I can't play that radio station.
Okay, so the HomePod doesn't support any regular radio stations, like an FM radio station, stuff like that. As far as I can find, that's not supported on HomePod. And again, it's February 10th right now, so this is the day after its release. So 6 months from now, maybe they are going to add radio support. Maybe they will add a few things that have been missing in this video, but for now, that's not there. Let's play a game.
Sure, here's a personalized station of a game.
Okay, so apparently you can't play games on the HomePod. Let's see what happens with the Google Home Max. Let's play a game.
All right, there's this or that, sound pet, lucky trivia for families, and more. Which one do you want to try?
Let's play Mad Libs.
Okay, get ready to think of some words.
So you can also play things like Disney games. So Google teamed up with Disney to bring a bunch of Disney things to the Google Home family. So you could say something like, "Hey Google, play Mickey Mouse Adventure."
Sure, here's Mickey Mouse Adventure.
Hiya, pal. It's me, Mickey Mouse. And boy, am I glad you stopped by.
So that basically takes you through, and it's for kids, and basically they choose what Mickey does in this adventure that he goes on. Like, does he turn left? Does he turn right? Does he take the car? Does he take the bus? Like that type of stuff. So it's just a game for kids to play. And then the other thing you can do, which is sort of like a game, is it can read books or tell you stories. So again, this is kind of a Disney thing. Hey Google, tell me the story of Cinderella.
All right, here's Cinderella from Storynori on Google Play.
Cinderella. Once, there lived a sweet-tempered girl whose name was Cinderella.
How long does it take to get to the New England Aquarium?
I don't seem to be able to get your current location.
Okay, so this is an issue I've been having with the HomePod, is it keeps losing my location. It was working last night, but now it's not working today. I've tried rebooting a bunch of things. I've tried a lot of different things to get this to recognize my location again. It lost it at some point and hasn't gotten it back. Well, actually, you know what? It works with Siri on the phone, so let me just show you. It says the exact same thing on both. How long does it take to get to the New England Aquarium?
Traffic to New England Aquarium is light, so I'm estimating 1 hour and 7 minutes via I-93 South.
Cool. So that's what it would say if it was actually working on the HomePod, but it's not. But anyways, that's that. How long will it take to get to the New England Aquarium?
With light traffic, it will take you 1 hour and 3 minutes to drive to New England Aquarium. You can see the full directions on your phone.
Not bad. So the Google Home takes that one step further. The HomePod, when it's working, will give you the same information. It'll tell you how long it takes to get there, and it'll give you kind of the main highway that you take to get to that location. But the Google Home will tell you how long it takes, and then it will send that information to your phone. So if you're literally on your way out the door, you can ask Google how long it's going to take to get there as you're on your way out the door. It's going to send it to your phone so that by the time you get into your car, you just tap the notification and tap Start on Navigation, and then you can start navigating. So it's a pretty nice feature that's offered on the Google Home. So I finished filming everything, and while I was editing, Siri finally figured out where I was so it could answer the location-based questions. So I'm going to throw those back in again. How long does it take to get to the New England Aquarium?
Traffic to New England Aquarium near Central Wharf, Boston is light at the moment. It is 1 hour and 2 minutes by car via I-93 South.
Alright, now I've got my monitor on to highlight a few other features. Show my landscape photos on my TV.
Showing your photos of landscape on Chromecast.
Cool, so these are photos that I actually took that are on my Google Photos account, and they all just show up here on my TV. Now this is obviously on a monitor, I got a Chromecast plugged into it. But yeah, so that's just going to play through there. I can also play other things, like play This Is Why iMessage is Awesome from YouTube on my TV.
Okay, playing Is Why iMessage is Awesome from YouTube on Chromecast.
What's up, guys? Eric here from Techisode TV. Stop. Message is the best app ever, and it's really the only. Cool. That's actually really hard when my voice is coming through the speakers and you try to talk to Google Home, because it hears my voice twice, so it starts to get confused. Anyways, so you can play all sorts of things, any YouTube videos you want. You can play it just by asking Google. Netflix works. There's a bunch of different TV services that work as well. Even YouTube has their own TV service now, so you can play stuff from YouTube TV. You can also play, pause, stop, and all those sorts of things. So let's see if Siri can do the same with the Apple TV. Show my photos on the Apple TV.
I wish I could, but I can't search for photos here.
Right, so same works for videos, stuff like that. You can't push content to your Apple TV on the HomePod, at least not yet. Hopefully that comes in an update to either the Apple TV or the HomePod, or maybe both. They do some kind of firmware update, and you can start streaming stuff just like you can with the Google Home and the Chromecast. But for now, that feature's not there. Now, both of these devices can control your smart home. Both of them support a lot of different devices, but it seems that, at least the devices I'm looking at, it seems that the Google Home can connect with more devices than the HomePod can. For example, I have a Logitech Harmony Home Hub. Now what that does is it allows me to control all of my home electronics. So my television, my Xbox, anything that has an IR receiver can be controlled from the Harmony Home Hub. And that's something that integrates with the Google Home, but it doesn't integrate with the Apple HomePod. At least not yet. There's no support there. So what that allows me to do is say something like, turn on my Xbox.
Okay, let's get Harmony.
Turning on Xbox.
Cool. Now my Xbox is downstairs. It's not connected here, but Harmony just turned it on. So downstairs my Xbox just turned on. I'm done.
Okay, let's get Harmony.
Turning off television.
And that turn off television command, that turns everything off. So that's going to turn off my soundbar, it's going to turn off my TV, it's going to turn off the Xbox. Anything that's on, it just sends a universal turn off command and everything just shuts off. I'd show you that with this, but I can't connect to my Harmony Home Hub at all. So instead, let's get a smart light up here and see how it does with that. Alright, so I've got a smart light here now. This is the Philips Hue bulb. Let's see if both of these devices can do something with it. Change my living room lights to red.
Got it.
Change my living room lights to blue.
Okay, changing 4 lights to blue.
What color are my living room lights?
Looks blue. An electric ultramarine to me. 4 of your devices are not responding.
What color are my living room lights?
My apologies. I don't understand.
Set my living room light brightness to 30%.
You got it, setting 4 lights brightness to 30%.
Set my living room light brightness to 70%.
Okay, there you go.
Pair Bluetooth.
Sorry, I can't help you with that.
Connect with Bluetooth to my phone.
Sorry, I can't help you with that.
Pair Bluetooth.
Alright, to connect, open Bluetooth settings and look for the device called Living Room Speaker.
Issue with the wireless network. And let me just show you guys what the problem is here. So, as you can see, the latency is actually really, really low from the time that it takes to actually see my mouth move in this video to show up on the Google HomePod, and that's great. I noticed that if I connected my iPhone X, it wasn't as seamless, it wasn't as smooth. So, I'm not sure what's up with that, but I just know that the Note 8, it's pretty seamless. It's really hard to tell if there's any latency at all. If you're connecting an iPhone X to it, you are going to see some latency. Now, you can connect an iPhone X or really any iPhone or Apple product to the HomePod using AirPlay. So to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and start playing the same video on YouTube. And at the bottom of the video, there's a little icon to press, that little blue icon, because I'm already connected. So you tap that, you select your HomePod because it should show up there, and then I'm just going to start playing that. So here's that. Hours trying to get the HomePod to connect to my iPhone 10. So there you have it. If you have any Apple products, you can stream those to your Apple HomePod and get no latency or very little latency. So that's pretty good, very low latency on both with their respective systems. So this next feature is something that I already know only the Google Home products can do and not the HomePod. I don't know if Alexa can do this, maybe Alexa can, but just comparing these two, the Google Home can do it, the HomePod can't. It's a feature called Broadcast, and all you do is on your phone, you use the Google Assistant to broadcast something to all of the Google Home devices in your house. And you can broadcast to specific devices as well. Now, since the Google Home is going to try to pick this up and kind of intercept the broadcast, I'm going to have to hit the switch on the back and turn off listening.
The mic's off.
So the mics are off now, it's not going to listen to me, and now I can actually demonstrate this for you guys. Okay, Google, broadcast I'll be home in 10 minutes.
Okay, broadcasting now.
Broadcast I'll be home in 10 minutes. So you can also do other things where it comes out with its own special chime. Okay, Google, broadcast dinner's ready.
Okay, broadcasting now. It's dinner time.
Not bad. Okay, Google, broadcast I'm home.
Okay, broadcasting now. Hey there, Eric has arrived.
That's pretty cool. So as you guys can see, the HomePod is an excellent sounding speaker with pretty half-baked smart features built in. I mean, they're okay. You can do some things that are useful for like music, for example, but as soon as you go outside of the scope of music and you try to do something else, it's really limited in what it can do. The Google Home Max is a great sounding speaker, not quite as good as the HomePod, but the smart functionalities are just so much better than what you get on the HomePod. I mean, as you guys already saw, there's just a lot more that the Google Home can do. And the things that they have in common, the Google Home typically does it a lot better too. And the last thing with the Google Home is that the volume gets higher. So if you're gonna have a big event or you're gonna have a party and it's gonna be outside and you wanna bring one of the speakers outside, the Google Home is gonna throw a lot more sound and fill the area a lot better than the HomePod is going to. So the question now is, which one should you buy? Should you get the Google Home Max or the Apple HomePod? Well, if you use an Android device and you don't own any Apple products, then that already answers the question for you because the HomePod can't be set up with anything other than an Apple device. So if you don't have an iPhone, no iPad, too bad. You can't even set this thing up to even take commands. You can't do anything with this without an Apple device to set it up. So if you're wondering which speaker I would recommend people to buy, I would point people to the Google Home Max, mainly because of its smart functionality. If you just want a really high fidelity speaker, if that's the only thing you care about, then I would suggest not even getting a smart speaker and just investing that same amount of money into just a high quality speaker, and you're probably gonna get something that sounds even better than the HomePod for the same or less money. And if you want to make that high quality speaker a smart speaker, all you have to do is get a Chromecast audio dongle to plug into that speaker and something like a Google Home Mini, and you'll be able to play all of your content on it as if it was a smart speaker, just like these two here. Now keep in mind, the HomePod was literally just released, and so there's plenty of room for it to grow with its smart functions over the coming months as Apple releases updates for it. And if one day the HomePod's smart functions match that on the Google Home, then my recommendation would switch to the HomePod because it is a better sounding speaker. So I hope this video helped you guys out with deciding which one of these two speakers to get for yourself. And don't forget to like the video if you liked it, share it if you loved it, and subscribe to see the rest of my upcoming coverage, particularly my coverage on the Galaxy S9, which will be released hopefully at the end of this month or early next month. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell so you can be the first to know when a new video drops. That's it for this Techisode. I'll see you guys in the next one.